Good morning. Welcome to ABC 123 Trader. Today is October 15, 2020. It is quarter after 11, roughly a quarter after 11, and let's start taking a look at the futures here. So as you can see, is we've been on a slide for the past few days, and the key is like, how do we trade this? Your trend is your friend until the end, they always say. Sometimes you gotta start taking a deeper in-depth and see exactly what's happening. So the bottom line is, everything's going down. Stocks are set to fall for a third day. Dow slides for 300 points. What else is there? That's on CNBC. On the Fox side, there is, that could be good news there for bringing the markets up. President Varney tells he's absolutely considers increasing the stimulus package. But basically, the markets are down, of course. Okay. And so, with that being said, let's looking where we are on the map. Now, on the map, we had, since the buy phase started, actually, we'll do the past two phases. When the sell phase started, you had a really good run for 182 points on the sell side. And on the buy side, it started, I think it was a little in the negative, but right on where the line to the highest point was 238 points. So we had a really good run. And so what's happening is, what I'm looking at is, we had 3 days of a sell side, and tomorrow is going to be a sell phase. And what we'll have to find out is if it's going to do a deeper retracement, maybe just for a few more days because it was already starting a little early, or it might invert and go up. Remember, this is our line in the sand now for buying and selling pressure. So we're back into the buy phase of looking for more positive days. We do have support and resistance on the 19 level, so we'll let it play out and see what happens by tomorrow and next day. So now when we get to the, it's a little mixed up. I was doing some testing here. I got a lot of different indicators here. But let's just drop this down for now. And let's see how the map is looking. The map is showing, since this morning, that it's starting to push up. So when you look at 10 o'clock happened, like, of course it happened right to the T, and it did another punch. And then at 10:55, see where you get your bottom, and then you have 11:45 possibly to the top. So this area still could be a pullback. We don't know yet. Once it starts running, we've got a really good runner. So this is kind of, I think personally, I'm going to invert this. I have a feeling, if you think of a 1, 2, kind of a triple bottom, the pattern is starting to push up. I think we're going to get a runner at 11:45 going up. That's a gut feeling, but not sure. Now, I was up super early this morning. Didn't want to, just woke up. And so, actually, I saw all this price action happen. And I was going to say, oh, look at this, double bottom here. And then we saw the run come up, the retracement continuation. Now, people that are trying to still understand Fibonacci retracements from the bottom to the top here, if you take a look at it, we hit the 61.8%. So if you do run and you're starting to see it fail, just wait till it gets to the bottom down here. I'm going to keep on, I'll reiterate over and over and over again, you can take the trade. Okay, and then, now let's start taking a look at a couple other charts here. I won't go into the order flow, because that will be a little too in-depth at this point in time. But what I will show you, let me see which chart I'm looking at here. I'll take a look at this one here. Perfect. Okay, this is a 5-minute chart, and I was just testing to see when the breakout patterns were going to be happening. And so, as you can see, the market makers has been pushing down over and over and over again. We hit almost hit the last of these stop outs, and I was thinking one of two things. It's going to keep on running until we get to these areas, knock everything out once again, and it possibly can, we don't know. Or if it breaks this line here, which is a previous market maker line, it will go to 70, and after 70 it will go to this level. Every horizontal line here is, I believe, is a major support and resistance. So when you saw it hit 955, let's go back here and I'll show you why in one sense it turned. Let's go back in time. I have to go slowly on this one. There we go. I'm going to create a horizontal line right there and a horizontal line right there. Okay. Oh, I was on the wrong one. Let's go back again. There it is. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put a line here and a line there. Let's go to our current chart right now. It's close enough. So now she's taken off. Okay, so what you notice is this area is institutional market makers line of support and resistance. So it broke through, curled back, reversed, and now punching through. Our bias now of two things, because our trend is changing. First attempt fail, second time breakthrough. And now they broke out all these previous stops, and now they're going to go right up to at least 68 here, up to this section, third section. So the key is when you're coming into these zones of interest, you have to be quite aware and really time it properly. So now when you're seeing here in about 4 minutes, there's two beautiful things that happen here. The 1050 signal failed and sailed aggressively, which will indicate 1125 now. There it goes. Will be your big trade. And then 1140 might hold, possibly, or fail again, and then 1220 will be another run. Okay? That's what you look for when you're trading with partially with times, but especially with the market maker. I keep the market maker on the side. For some reason, it's CPU heavy, and I'm trying to figure out why it shouldn't. It's a very simple logic, but I have to just go through my code again to understand why it's doing that. Now, lastly, people that are doing, let's say, Renko or Uni Renko. As you can see, my arrow here. What I want to do is, I was going to take this run, but I made my profit target for the day, so I'm fine. But this area was really frustrating for me because, I was waiting, I saw the run, we break through the baseline, took one trade here, then got knocked out finally, and I had to wait and see what was going to happen. And usually what happens as well, when you're using the baseline indicator in conjunction with the Uni Renko, and you start seeing it get really thin, depends which direction you're going. So it's been going down for 3 days. What usually happens is it breaks out, just touches and goes, but this one was a deeper retracement. If it is a deeper retracement, this is what usually happens. It will go to the bottom, and it doesn't usually break, so I'm surprised it broke just by a few ticks. It's only broke by 4 ticks, but it will just touch this area, fight for a while, and break out, and that's your runner. And so where I would be looking out personally if I was trading this, if I was still in the trade, where my horizontal line that I created is one of my support resistance, or the institutional line, this blue dotted line here. And as you can see, while it was loading up, see all this green delta here? This is where they bought in. Okay? And here it's red because they cashed out some of their position. That's how it works. And let me see. Actually, I will do a little bit of volume. I won't get into the numbers of the delta. But the bottom line is when the timestamps were coming in and she was doing a serious retracement, what I also was looking at is I was looking at the volume point of control and the lower 70% zone and seeing if this volume would come down and test the previous lows. And it did. Got back a volume point of control, and basically this is where my trade was, somewhere around here where I made my profit. That's about it. If you're interested in trying the indicators, join the Discord, and subscribe to the channel, etc., and you can go into our Discord and download the free trial there. You got it for 30 days. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at abc123trader. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Just make sure you pinpoint your trades, trade safe.